Now, if we look at this page, there are so many things you can click on here, and it would take me, gosh, it'd take me ages to take you through everything and what everything does. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make things clear, simple, and not confusing. So I'm going to give you a run through on what's happening on the left-hand side here. And then come across here real quick, then go into the top left-hand side. And I can tell you that just by going on here every day and doing a little something, you will learn how everything works. And if you want to stop right now and practice, you can have a look right now. But either way, I'm going to take you through an overview of everything so that everything makes a bit of sense to you, because this is quite a lot to kind of get your head around. So just take this journey with me right now. Firstly, in the top left-hand corner, you've got the F. That will take you back to Facebook. And then right next to it, we've got the Ads Manager. So if we click into here, the first thing that you see is the frequently used column. Now, Ads Manager will always be at the top because it's the main function, really, of the adverts. Then you've got all of the ones that you've probably used most recently. But if you click down here where it says All Tools, then you are given 5 other tabs. And there are various different options for each of the different objectives that you can have with Facebook ads. So at the moment, this is what the Adverts Manager tab will show you as of October 29th, 2016. Now, it doesn't really matter what you press. Any of these pages won't do any damage. It may be difficult to understand some of these and what they do, but nothing will break. So feel free to have a look at any of these. The ones that I use all the time are audience building or audience insights. Now, audience insights is an incredible research tool where Facebook basically makes all their information available to you so that you can build super incredible, high-performing audiences that don't know who you are but are more likely to react or interact with your ad than other people. And I'm going to teach you how to use this in a little while. Power Editor is one of the advanced places to advertise. Now, Power Editor is a tool that enables you to create ads very quickly, duplicate ads. It also allows you to produce ads that don't appear in your timeline but do run as ads. Now, just to let you know, Adverts Manager is going to have 99% of the things that you need for creating adverts. The Power Editor is more for the advanced user that wants to do things a lot quicker. The Power Editor is not as user-friendly as the Ads Manager. Then you've got ads reporting, custom conversions when you get into conversion tracking. With pixels, custom conversions will really help you there, and so will delivery insights. Then we go to assets. It'll take you to the audiences you've used, the images that you've used, the pixels that you've created. But you can see that the most common ones that you're going to use are probably these 3. The Adverts Manager, Audiences, and Audience Insights. Now, the great thing about this tab is that it doesn't really matter which page you go in. So, for instance, if I click Audiences, this will take me to the audiences that I've created. If I want to return back to the Adverts Manager, all I have to do is click up here and it will present me with all the pages I can go to, and you just click Ads Manager. Simple as that. So now moving down the list a little bit, this button here, this will allow you to select all your different accounts, but I've only got one, so we can leave that as is. This button here doesn't do much other than let you save a new report. So if you like reports, if you want to export the data from your adverts that you want to show to your boss, or you want to have so that you can see your progression, then you can save your reports in here. Below that is the default view for your spend. So this will show you your spend in the last 7 days. So at the moment, the only ad I'm running is my page like ad. And as you can see here, I'm basically paying 0.03 of a cent per like, which is insane. I've basically spent only $630 to get 180,000 likes. And these are genuine people. And this is what's reflected in my past 7 days spending. So if we move down to all campaigns, if we click on that, this will allow you to sort the information that is displayed to you right here. So this shows you all the campaigns. So I have basically ran 63 campaigns across all of my pages. If we go to the advert sets, which are basically the people I'm advertising to within a campaign, this will provide to me all the advert sets that I have been targeting. Then if I click on all adverts, this will show me all 83 adverts that I have ran in the past. So what I like to do is sort by the most simple, highest level and go to all campaigns. And I can sort this by active and inactive. So then we'll go through the columns now. So we've got campaign name. So this will take you through all of the various campaigns that you have run, whether they are Facebook-like campaigns, whether they're page post engagement campaigns, all of the campaign names are down here. And then we've got their delivery status. So at the moment we've got active and inactive. And then here we've got the results. Now, once you click into the results, it will show you your best results from highest to lowest. If you click it again, it will take you right to the bottom. The same for reach. This will take you from highest to lowest. So same for costs. So by all means, play about with this. But if you want to go back to your default position, all you do is you go to campaign name and then you click delivery and it will take you back to your default position. All right. Then you've got the create campaign button right here, which is a way of creating a campaign. But I almost never use this. What I do instead is I go up here to create advert. So let's just go straight into create advert so that you can see what happens when you start the process. So typically what will happen when you click on create an advert is Facebook will ask you what is your marketing objective. And there are 3 sets of objectives that you can go for and all the various campaign types within them. Okay, so if we want to go back, all we have to do is just go into the Adverts Manager tab here and then click on Adverts Manager and it will take you straight back to it. So what I would recommend is that you just have a practice with all of this, because this is where you'll start to get comfortable with everything and getting comfortable with sorting everything. But this is something you'll probably be doing the more that you actually do ads in the future. So top right hand corner, this button up here is one of the most important buttons. I mean, if you go here, this will just take you to who you are, your details and login information. And of course, you can log out of the Adverts Manager. Up here, you've got the search, and this will give you your recently used ones. So this will allow you to search within the actual Adverts Manager. Then you've got the notifications buttons, and this will show you what's happening on all of your pages. And I have got quite a few pages. This will show you all of your pages. And then this, the help button. And then this is the help button. So why is the help button important? Because this is where you can actually contact Facebook. Okay? They will call you on the phone if you request a Facebook marketing expert to do it. Because there are so many millions, there's 1.7 billion people on Facebook, but there's only a couple of 100 million that are actually using Facebook for ads. So these guys want to keep you happy because you're actually spending money with them. So when you go into contact a Facebook marketing expert, here you go. You can actually schedule a call with them and you just give them all of your information, submit when you'd like them to call you, and then submit that. Again, you can contact Facebook and it takes you to the support page. So what can we help you with? And there are a number of different topics that you can choose dependent on what your need is. And then you've got the top questions here where the most commonly asked questions are, and possibly most of your queries may be able to be answered there. So we'll come out of that. And we'll get out of here. Then we've got these buttons here. So here you can search for your campaigns. And you can search via campaign name, your ad set name, your campaign ID. And then filters. Filters allows you to filter all of your different campaigns. And by these different options down here. So for instance, what you can do is you can sort by active and inactive. So if we take everything else off, you could just have your active campaign running. So if I take off the active one, then we can look at objectives. So if I want to look at app install campaigns, I can have a look at them here. If I want to have a look at page like campaigns, I can have a look at them here. So this is a really great way of just being able to filter the different ads that you've ran. Then we can go to lifetime here, and this is where you can sort the data down here by date, okay? So at the moment, this is showing all of my ads' lifetime performance, okay? So this is how this has performed in its lifetime. We can look at how it's performed in the last 30 days, and then click update. And then it will show you your results in the last 30 days. Now, this is really the campaign that I've been running in the last 30 days, and it will show me how much I've been paying per like. We can look at today, and this will show you your results specific to today. So currently I've spent $1.58, and I am paying 0.004 per page like. And I'll talk more about how you achieve these costs later on. But this is just to give you an idea of how you can sort by date. So we'll go back to lifetime. Now, in this little section here, they normally show you some tips. So how you can get more festive season shoppers, for instance. And this is advising me how I can reach more people with lookalike audiences. And then it will say here, grow your audience with lead adverts. So this stuff is really useful. But if you don't really like to see it, you just click the cross and then it's all gone. And then it says no tips to show at all. So let's look at these buttons right here. So if we look at export, this is a way of exporting information from your ads in the form of a spreadsheet. So that's all it's for. You can save it as an XLS or you can save it as a CSV report. You can also share your reports, okay? So if you're doing reporting, you'll probably want to export it from this position here. Now this breakdown button is super useful. Because what happens is if you select any of these options, Facebook will sort your ads based on whichever one you choose. So if we go to age, for instance, then what it will do is it will actually show how your ad is performing per age group. So this gives you really good data as to how age groups perform against each other. So here we can see the difference between 13 and 17 and how that's performing to 18 and 24 and how that's performing. So I'm actually paying less for my 13 to 17 year olds. So how cool is that? So this is really super useful. And the other cool thing you can do is you can apply another filter and you can see how the age groups, for instance, are doing in a certain time period. So if we look at the last 30 days, so it will actually say that in the last 30 days, they've both been equal in how much they've cost. So traditionally, the 18-24 has been more expensive, but in recent times, I've managed to get that costs right down. So super, super useful stuff there. So this takes us to our last button, which is performance. So this is quite an important one. Okay, so this is where you can see how your ad is performing under certain criteria. Okay, so if I really want to concentrate on how things are going with my video stats, then I can look at video engagement and it will tell me all of my metrics relevant to video engagement. So you can see how many views I've had, how much it's cost me, how many 10-second views that I've had. If I want to have a look at general engagement, then I can have a look and see people taking action. So in the last 30 days, for instance, there have been 47,000 people that have taken action in my likes campaign. Whether that be actual page likes, post reactions, post comments, or post shares. So you can sort this basically by whatever information is most important to you. But if you want to sort your performance by some custom metrics, what you do then is you go to customize columns, and this will allow you to select the different metrics that you track against your results. Okay, so you can have a look at performance related results, cost related. You've got the videos. You can look at the actions, you can look at the cost per action, you can look at websites, you can look at all sorts, and you can select all if you really want to. So that's what I've done actually. If you look at this one, post ad full, this will show you everything that my results can be judged against. So if we go across here, we can see everything. And this tab's frozen so that you can see which campaign you're viewing the results against, and you can see everything right here. Really, really useful stuff. So going into customized columns really allows you to look at your results against what are the most important metrics to you. You can do a quick view by just selecting the different tabs here. Now, if we click on a particular advert, what we are presented with is some more data. Okay, this will give you a better view of how your ad is performing. Okay, so you can see all of your ad sets right here. These are all the countries that I am basically advertising to. This will show you the top line information. So in the last 30 days, we've had 47.9 thousand results. We've had 274,000 people reached. We've got the amount spent on this particular campaign. And you've got a view right here of how it is performing. So you can see the peaks, you can see the days that it's doing particularly well. You can then go back to that particular day and see if there was anything that influenced this. So there we are. So I have now taken you through the Facebook Ads Manager page and all of the different options. So I hope this has really helped, and I'll see you in the next lecture.